Welcome to a quick demo on my 100 tiny apps on SharePoint Online and PowerShell. So I've just created a challenge for myself and I could do 100 apps in SharePoint and PowerShell in the month of October 2019. So there are various ways to do apps in SharePoint and this is a quick demo on the top major apps of different types. So let me start with the SharePoint hosted app. So I'm starting with SharePoint hosted app because this is extremely powerful for good applications. It uses HTML, CSS, and for SharePoint application, this can be really powerful. And the good thing is, once Microsoft approves your application, it can be sold to various organizations. So let me show you a simple demo of the Motivator app I've done. So this is a simple motivational tip of the day app that has a list behind the scenes and it is showing the tip of the day based on the and the uh, current day and the year and the month. So behind the scenes there is a data in SharePoint list and this is secure. So this is a separate application which can be installed and you don't have to depend on the organization data or it's like a secure application and many times this can be really handy and you can create different pages and access different pages in the application and a lot of options like custom action and many other things can be done. But to keep things simple, so this is my style and the limit is just your imagination. So if you have a similar app or similar need for an application, you can actually contact me for a SharePoint hosted app. So this is a motivational tip of the day. This is just a tiny part of a tiny app and hence I'm just showing a simple app that shows the day, shows the data based on some logic, a very simple logic, and it has different pages and different tabs. And it is highly secure. And also I could successfully do a SharePoint hosted app part where that can also be dragged and dropped to a modern page if needed. This is a modern page and a SharePoint hosted app is done, a client part is done, which will show today's items and so whatever items have been added in the site today, they are just shown in my page. So it is possible to use SharePoint for both the modern page also and to do applications. And in case you have, do send your clear requirements and it can be done. Now next coming to the SharePoint Framework app. So I've done lots and lots of tiny SharePoint Framework apps and I keep doing them. Sometimes we are forced to do and the advantage is it's a modern app that is responsive and there's no need for approval from Microsoft like SharePoint hosted to go live if you want to put it in the Office Store. Uh, but still it is not available in the Office Store yet. And I personally have done a lot of reports or a nice way to view the SharePoint data in a nice way. And you can reuse another organization when you can just purchase my apps and many organizations can use my SharePoint framework app. And almost Microsoft is pushing almost everyone to do SharePoint framework app. So let me just show a quick demo of some of my SharePoint framework apps. There are around 100 tools I've done, so you can view all the videos in detail later. But let me just show one or two. So this is one of my favorite. So I once released Xmas gift for my audience, and so I just used that on the SharePoint Framework app where the limit is your imagination. So as of now, I'm showing the trending images, and I've created an app that will show all the pictures or just the top pictures. Just few items from a SharePoint list. So anything is possible. This is just a demo to show these items are coming from the SharePoint data or from a SharePoint list. So coming back, so we look into the graph also. So graph is one of the latest and I'll be showing a demo of the graph app. The advantage of graph is there is you might not want a SharePoint UI or you want to use any other technology like JavaScript, PHP and it's possible with graph. But a lot of settings need to be done in Azure portal to make it work. So and so just now I showed you a demo of a SharePoint Framework app, which is actually using Microsoft Graph API. And the advantage is it's easy to deploy. So without SPFX, Microsoft Graph may be difficult to deploy. But let's just have a look at the Graph application now, where I'm just showing a nice learning app. The details are coming from a SharePoint list. And I'm just trying to make a nice So I made a couple of videos for Microsoft Teams basics. So after the user logs in, they can see this particular app. The details are coming from a SharePoint list. So this is like a simple training app where I'm just showing the topics and the videos, and I'm just showing that in the accordion format. And so users can just select the topic and see the video. So this is just a simple uh, Microsoft Graph app. So if you don't like the SharePoint UI, you might just try to use this app. So I've done many apps which shows that this is a learning app. I've done many apps which show the trending items. Each of them, at least one of them, might be useful for you. So let me come back and just go back to the uh, next is PowerShell. So I love PowerShell, and PowerShell is going to be there for a long time along with JavaScript. So there are various requirements that keep coming, and it's very powerful. So I've created many nice exe tools where you just have to run the tool and a nice report is generated and the log is also done, and you have the option to generate a report and send mail if needed, which can be scheduled in a scheduled task. It's very simple, and you can either buy the exe itself or you can just give the details, and it may be handy when the flow may become expensive and you might have to start using PowerShell. So here is a result of various reports which are generated after running various exe. I have tons of exe, and let's just open up this get upcoming birthday. So this is a minute requirement where you might want to view the results of the upcoming birthdays, and the email is triggered. Uh, weekly email is triggered for the upcoming birthday. So this can be handy when you want to just organize a birthday event, or you want to see the upcoming birthday for the coming week and take appropriate action. So, and here is a birthday demo site. So this is another type of application where I just have to do something, save the site as template, and you can just buy the template and deploy it in your organization. Or the latest way is to do the PNP provisioning or the site script and site design, where I'll be giving you the PNP script and you just have to run that, and whenever the users create a new site, that template is available. So this is a nice birthday site. Here, of course, I've added a flow that will send the email when the user's birthday is arriving. So there are a lot of flow templates. You can very well contact me for any simple flow also. But I focus on reusable solutions and I try to make everything reusable as much as possible. So if you have a custom requirement for a simple site, you can very well contact me. So last but not the least is the classic page where I can just put a code, and this shows the carousel of all images in the SharePoint site, which shows a slideshow, and people can just move through the images. So of course this can be used in SPFX and Graph also. So this is a nice way to show the data. So sometimes people do want classic, that also can be done. So as a quick overview, I have done over 100 apps or tools which are available for purchase or just in 1 week or a day sometimes. Once it is assured that you really need the apps are done using Microsoft Graph or SharePoint Framework or Classic or Hosted App or PowerShell. You need to choose based on your environment and based on what you have. It can be done. And as of now, I focus on SharePoint Online only. So hope the apps or tools can really help you and your organization. Thank you so much. If you're interested, please go to my thangu.com and click the link to view all the demos which are available as videos for over 100 apps or tools in all these technologies. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.